Hey. Good morning, Miss D. How you doing, girly girl?
I am doing good. How are you?
Oh, absolutely fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. And yes, guys, you will have me on camera quite a bit until YouTube makes up its mind whether I'm a real boy. Oh, so chat and D, how was your weekend?
Uh, it was good. Saturday was pretty dreary. It was like a meh type of day. It was overcast. We were waiting for it to rain, and we got a little sprinkle. And then Sunday was really cool, so I made a pot of chili because it was cold yesterday. And today it's supposed to be like 82, 83 degrees. I just don't get this weather.
Well, yesterday started out. Well, Saturday even started out. Saturday, I think I told you it was cold. It was like 61 when we left the house, and I'm like, "This is Florida. What in the hell is it 61 degrees for?"
I
And
don't
it's
get it.
May.
I don't get it. My
Oh,
tree my
man.
my trees in the backyard are dropping leaves again. It's like it doesn't know, are we in fall or are we in spring? So I have no idea what's going on with the weather. It's crazy.
Well, I think we're gonna say some good mornings. I'm gonna scroll this all the way up to the top, and I'll just start from the top and come down. Oh, Mr. Kiko in the house. Good morning, sir. Good morning, Tammy P. How you doing? James, good morning. Good morning. Then you got Nancy. What's up, girl? Oh, by the way, guys and gals, one of my mods had a loss in the family. So, if you could please keep Nanny Clampett in your thoughts and prayers, it would be much appreciated. She's going through a rough time right now, and she's going to take a little bit of time off. And I hope everybody just keeps her in her thoughts and prayers.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I'm not going to get into it, but yeah, she had a family member pass away, and it's pretty heartbreaking on her right now.
Oh, no.
All right, let's get back to it. Frankie Fuzzface, how you doing? Good morning. Oh, Marianne's here. Good morning, Marianne. Christy, good morning. Johnny D, hello, Mercedes, she says, or he says. Oh, who else we got in here? We got Terry. Good morning. Good morning. You can jump in there anytime you want, girly girl.
Okay, good morning, Mama Coop. Janice, good morning. Angie Johnston, how are you? Let's see. You're testing me. Okay, I guess they're over in Rumble.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh, we got DR. Good morning. Good morning. Polymopicus. What's happening, my friend? What's happening? He's got a couple of new ditties out this morning. He told me over on the Discords that he's got some stuff out. What do we got here? Al Walker. Good morning or good Monday morning, everyone. He says, right on. Who else do we have in here? I'm scrolling up. Oh, Round man, good morning, good morning. How you doing? How you doing? Welcome aboard, everybody. All right,
Good morning,
go for it.
Happy. Kelly, good morning. Marianne, how are you? And yeah, don't forget, hit the thumbs up, everybody. We gotta,
We
we
got
gotta, we gotta let YouTube know that Coop is real, right? Hit that
right,
thumbs
right,
up.
right. Oh, we got Blue in the house. Good morning. We got Mister Allen in the house. Yes, we do. Who else we got in here? Uh, Trying to get everybody. Andrea, how you doing? How you doing? Good morning.
Crystal, CK Red, good morning.
And of course, Mama Coop, my sweetie, come to see what we're up to. Janice, how you doing? Good morning, Mr. Coop and Chad. Just lurking today, cutting the lawn and other chores to be done. Well, you have fun with that. Listen. Lurk away, lurk away.
Let's
Yeah, there's
see.
a lot of people when you scroll up. What is this? Just Jack or just Jackie? Good
Just
morning. Good
Jackie.
morning,
Oh, I like that, Dr. Seuss.
Dr. Seuss.
Yeah, their avatar is Dr. Seuss.
Oh, cool,
Yeah.
cool. Now, if I've missed anyone, guys and gals, I am truly sorry. You're testing me?
Yeah.
Just you and me, Mercedes, over in the Rumble Dungeon. Okay. Oh, yeah. By the way, guys and gals, if you're not following over on Rumble, the mods will be posting a link here shortly. Make sure and Follow us over on Rumble because I don't know what the future is with YouTube. I'm going to continue to do what they've asked me to do. I've got 90 days. I got another email yesterday. So I've got 90 days before I can reapply. Well, come the 90 days, if they don't monetize me back, I don't know what I'm going to do because I've changed up everything. I mean, I have been really working at it, trying to give them what they want. So we will try and get happy. Good morning. How you doing? We will get there. We will get there. I hope. Kelly, good morning. Good morning. Oh,
Did you repost to X?
repost. Oh, yes, I did that this
You did?
morning. I tagged a bunch of fabulous people over there. Hope we can rattle some chains over there. But I think YouTube, when you are not YouTube, when you go on X and say you go to YouTube, Team YouTube over there,
Mhm.
everybody will have, if you're a paid person where you can, send and receive messages
Right.
over there, they'll have a little email thing up by in the right hand corner by where you're following them. Well, YouTube has turned all their emails off. You
Mm,
can't get a hold of them through Twitter at all. You
mm.
can tag them, but you can't get a hold of them. You can't send them a message. And it's really strange because I was talking to someone the other day. They have the little email thing where they can literally email them,
Oh,
but I
wow.
can't. I can't.
Oh, wow.
So I think there's like 6 or 8 team YouTubes over there, and only one of them is accepting messages, and that's the Latin America team YouTube. All the rest of them are all grayed out where you can't send them anything. So it's crazy. It's crazy. So with that being said, let me remind all of you fine folks, I do have my PayPal tip jar link pinned right above the comment section there, where you type in your comment. Right above that, if anybody would like to help the channel out, it would be greatly appreciated. But if you can't, just you being here is enough for me. Okay. Do not skip your Big Mac monies. Okay. If you don't have it, it's perfectly fine. Just being here is good enough. But there we go. All right. All right. Who else we got in here? Oh, it's ridiculous that the flea get away with its avatar. Well, this is YouTube's not done. Okay. Just because they ain't got somebody today don't mean they won't get them tomorrow. So I'm sitting here. I don't want this to happen to anybody. Nobody. Because I think everybody on YouTube that actually puts out content, you know, the reward down the road is to eventually get monetized. Um, so as much as I disagree with the things that Lisa does and says, I don't even want to see her demonetized. Let her stay monetized. She's putting in the work. I don't like her work, but that doesn't mean she's not putting the work in. That makes sense, D.
Yes.
So,
Mm.
I mean, they can sit over there and laugh and joke and, oh, look at Coop, paybacks, blah, 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 whatever. It doesn't matter. We will make it work one way or another. But yeah, anyway, just I wouldn't be sitting there thinking that you're out of the woods.
Right? Nobody is safe from
No,
this.
no,
Nobody.
it could happen. I mean, it's happening to the most random people that have channels that are far, far bigger than all of ours. I mean, I've seen guys upwards of Tug's size, upwards of Jeremy size that this has happened to. So they're not discriminating.
No.
They're going after a lot of people.
Right. I
So
mean, they're just I guess you could say, random.
right.
And if you get skipped over 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, doesn't mean that you're not gonna be tagged. You're next, you know? So it happens.
Oh, look at there. Lane's wife come rolling in hot with good news. They got a new granddaughter. Ooh, Sunday early in the morning, 1:45 a.m.
Well,
Congratulations.
yes, congratulations, Lane's wife. Good morning, screenshot this. Hey, Florida Flipper.
Now, me, I'm at the age now to where I'm glad my kids are grown and raised. Uh, if I wanted small kids in the house, it would have to be grandbabies, where you can spoil the shit out of them and send them home. You
Mhm. Right.
Go let mom and dad raise you. Come over here, we'll love on you, we'll spoil you rotten, and then goodbye. Go back to mom and dad.
Right, screenshot this. 3 of, Keemstar's channels got demonetized. Yeah. Mhm.
Right. It's absolutely so if you think you're out there and you're all high and mighty, thinking that you're good to go, just because you
Mm-mm.
still have it now, don't mean you you necessarily will have it down the road.
Right.
So
Good
I,
morning, Joan Fisher.
oh, and Lane's wife says thank you. So everybody, give her a big congratulations. That's awesome whenever a new life is brought into the world. Uh, the new generations to look forward to. Good
Mhm.
morning, Thunder. How you doing? How you doing? Oh, what else we got here? I saw something a second ago. Angie, the devil looks after its own, Mr. Coop and D.
Mm. Yeah, true.
Almost Boomercraft. Go ahead, D.
Uh, it eventually, it'll happen. It may be a month from now, it may be 2 months from now. All these other channels that are, like, "Oh, wow, it's bad that it's happening. It hasn't happened to me yet." Well, it potentially can, and, they'll be feeling the pinch too.
Right. Now, if you guys prefer coffee, I also have that link too. It's in the description of this video. If you don't like the PayPal way, you can always hit the coffee way. But like I said, and I want to reiterate that, okay, I'm not asking anybody for anything. If you so choose, you like what D and I are doing, you're welcome to donate. If not, it's quite all right. All right, all right. So looks like we're gonna be talking about some good stuff today, D.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
Yeah, we got Jeremy Hales come rolling in last week on the 30th. I think it's Thursday, wasn't it? Yeah,
Yes.
Thursday. He dropped a new motion asking old Judge Bolito to get off his ass. So we're going to be going over that. Uh, I got a feeling Bolito's going to just chuck it. He's going to 86 it just like he has all the rest of them. Uh, but the thing that gets me is you got MLS hanging around out there, and they're talking about him asking for attorney's fees and stuff, which is fine, okay. But if he gives him attorney's fees and he just 86 all the monies that Jeremy's been asking for this frivolous hiding behind stuff, that's going to look pretty bad on him.
Mhm.
Because remember, he asked for a small amount. I think it was like $289 out of stupid Dave, and Judge 86'd it
Yeah,
after the judge is the one that told Jeremy and Randy to do it.
I know, that's crazy. I don't understand that.
And then of course you got Paint Chips. He considered I'm not hiding from anything. Yeah, you are. Yeah, you were. Okay,
Uh,
look at all the hoops they had to go through just to get him served.
right, and wasn't some of those addresses that he provided, were they not, like, random addresses?
Oh, I have no idea. It was crazy.
Yeah,
Oh,
uh,
what's Andy got to say? Two Leaves in a Pod is further down the list. As it what? Alphabetically?
sorted is my best guess, is the reason why they have not been hit, but, Tug was hit, and his starts with a TU.
Yeah.
No, TH, that umbrella guy.
Yep.
So, and then you were hit, and yours is, an M, Mr.
Yep.
Coop. So,
Uh,
I just think it's random. Because
well, you got to remember it's an AI bot. They're
yeah,
going. It's just randomly going out searching for stuff that does not meet their criteria,
right,
or it meets the criteria that they're searching for, but they can't distinguish whether it's a real person or whether it's AI. And I'm gonna tell you, this AI shit. Oh my god, there are videos out there that are so realistic. If you don't know what you're looking for, you can't tell that it's been created by AI. And those people are still going hot and heavy. A lot
mhm.
of them.
Yes, with, like, an upward some of them have, like, between 200 100,000 views to 500,000 views, some of them in excess of 1,000,000 views. So it 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 doesn't know what's what or who's who, so it's just randomly yanking people's
Valor,
channels.
what you got to say? I should have been here earlier. J Hip has no respect. Oh, I don't have any idea what's going on. I watched Jay this morning, as always. He's always got the funny stuff, but I do know he's been under the weather here lately. So I'm assuming they're talking about he didn't redirect. I don't know. I mean, he doesn't have to. I appreciate it when he does, but he doesn't have to. If he does, fine. If he doesn't, that's fine too. But I'm still gonna be in his corner because I like his content.
Mhm.
Sister Sal, I see, is in the house. Good morning. Oh yeah, there she says. She said JJ Bean raid. All right, all right. So he did. All right.
Oh.
Everybody's druzzling in. We got Daisy Jane. Good morning. Good morning. So how'd you guys like? Jeremy brought out the big fist again.
Oh, that's crazy. I remember when they had the Hulk one, the green one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that one, yeah.
That's been a long time ago since I've
Yeah.
seen that thing brought back out.
Yes, it
Hi,
has.
Dino Mom. Hi, Coop and D. Well, hello, Dino Mom. How you doing? How you doing? Debbie
Oh,
Webb. Good morning. Good morning. How are you, young lady? Oh, Jen, how you doing? How you doing? Oh man, everybody's rolling. So he did redirect because we
oh,
jumped up. I mean, considerably, considerably. Oh, Jen keeps. Oh, come back here. Keeps it real. How you doing? How you doing? Good morning, Badger John. Oh man. Hey,
good
hey,
morning.
hey.
Yeah, good morning, Bill. Let's see, In the Clouds is in here too. I saw In the Clouds.
Now, I think Jay was talking about this morning that In the Clouds has got a new ditty out.
Mhm.
I haven't seen it yet. Shellbell, good morning. How are you, young lady? Good
Hi.
morning. Good morning. So, oh, there's something to bark about. I haven't seen her in a little while either. Good morning.
Right?
She got the most precious little chihuahuas. I mean,
Mhm.
I don't particularly care for chihuahuas because I've got bad experiences with them. But those 5 little babies, they're so adorable. You just wanna grab a hold of them and just hug the shit out of them. That's one of those
Yeah,
those dogs that are so cute that you wanna just carry it everywhere you go.
right.
And
It
I
is.
don't like that. I don't like carrying animals, but they're just so cute. Anyway.
Oh, wow. Let's see, I have known just a handful of people that's had Chihuahuas, and, I went to go pet a Chihuahua, and I thought I was gonna pull back a stub because they're overly protective of their owner.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Overly protective.
Most definitely. My grandmother, I've told this story before. She back in the freaking late 80s, early 90s. Oh no, it's late 80s. She had a set of Samsonite luggage. You remember that stuff?
Mhm.
That stuff was expensive. She traded that set of Samsonite luggage for that baby chihuahua. And the only person that was allowed to touch that dog was my grandmother. I mean, and the only person that the damn thing ever bit was me. And I never did anything to the dog. I thought it was cute. I tried loving on it, but hey, it didn't want nothing to do with me. It was a vicious little brown one, and she would get right under the couch. And when you'd sit on the couch, she'd nip at your back of your heel.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, it drove me nuts. It because my grandparents, you didn't put your feet on the furniture at all. Whether it be a coffee table or the couch, you did not put your feet on. So you had to, if you were going to sit there, you had to sit there with that dog running it because her couch sat up probably, I don't know, 8, 9 inches off the ground. It was one of those old Victorian couches.
Mhm.
So that dog could freely run under that couch, and it was like L shaped, so it could get you no matter where you sat. It, anyway, back on Sticky Widget in the house. There he is. I have 3 Chihuahuas. I've had many bad experiences with Chihuahuas, especially every day, if I'm honest. Oh, welcome, Sticky, welcome. Oh, I'm glad you guys are all pouring up in here. It's a fabulous day. It's a fabulous day. So, what did you do this weekend, D?
Saturday was just, I puttered around the house, I guess you could say. I unloaded the dishwasher, did general house cleaning. Sunday was folding laundry, you know, took the pup for her walk and went outside and sat on the deck, and that was pretty much until the sun went over the house and the deck got well, there was no sun, so it was like shaded and I got chilled and I said, okay, I'm going back in the house. It's too chilly now. So as long as the sun's out on a cold day, I'm fine. But once that sun starts setting and everything gets no sun, yeah, I'm done. I have
There
to
you go.
I have to go back in.
Good morning, Dawn. How you doing? How you doing? Good
Good
morning. Good
morning.
morning.
Good morning,
Brent.
Brenda. Yeah,
Brenda's
Brenda.
here. I'm
Yeah.
trying to change the Chihuahua image. Well, they are adorable. I mean, they're like snow white colored. They're beautiful little dogs. I mean, absolutely beautiful. Anyway, Mama and I, we went fishing down at the Gandy Bridge over the weekend. When we first got there, it was beautiful weather. Uh, but we left and ran up to the Allmart for a little bit to pick up some things to try something a little different. And when we got back, the wind had just kicked up something fierce. I mean, it was gnarly. I couldn't even throw my line out there. Um, there's just so much wind. It had blowed your line out to where even if a fish would have hit it, you wouldn't have known. I mean,
Wow.
but yeah. So we came home, and then yesterday we just kind of lounged around the house all day. Didn't do a whole lot, but I am sore. I am sore as can be. My legs, because we waded out into the water about knee deep. So,
Mm.
but Mama,
Was the water warm or cool or
when we first got there that morning, it was a little chilly, but you got used to it real quick. It wasn't like ice cold.
okay.
Um, but we've been debating on going over to Fort DeSoto because Fort DeSoto has a park over there, and they've got several piers that you can fish off. You can fish from shore. You can wade. I mean, you can fish from the beach. You can fish wherever you want to over there. And people have been catching fish over there. So I think the next time we take a trip up there, we're just going to go across the skyway and check out Fort DeSoto.
Okay, that sounds like fun.
Well, we've got a guy that I watch a lot called Jay Fishy, and he fishes around that area quite a bit. And he's always had bad luck at Fort DeSoto, but he went this weekend and they left the pier and they went and waded over around the mangroves and they found some fish over there. So we're going to give it a shot. We're going to give it a shot.
Okay.
Anyway, so guys and gals in the chat, we got 359 of you fabulous people hanging out to see what old D and I's got to say. So if you don't mind, please hit that like button. Teach old ScrewTube to throw us out into the interwebs. Right on, right on. All right. I think I'm going to pull this here motion up, D,
All right.
and we're going to jump into this here in just a little bit, if that's okay with you.
That's fine.
But I am going to bring up uh, something from I Watch So You Don't Have to. I think she put it out yesterday. Yeah, she put it out yesterday. I always love reading her stuff, but now this one she's put out yesterday. It's long. It's really long, but it's gonna be funny. It's gonna be funny. Yeah. So we'll get to that later on. Let me go see. I think Rickles said he had a couple of ditties that he put out today or yesterday. I can't remember. Oh, there's just Jay Hip. Jay Hip and their viewers just joined. All right. All right. Thank you guys. Thank you. See, I don't see that on Restream.
Yeah, I don't either.
Yeah,
That's not
but
there.
when you go over to YouTube, it'll have a window pop up and it'll say Jay Hip's people showed up. Uh, but I hardly ever watch the YouTube part of it. I'm always in Restream. All
Oh,
right, let me refresh this. What's that?
good morning, Dangerous Waves. Good morning, Big Owl. Good morning, Harry Dig.
All right. Where is so if Polymopicus or Rickles is in the chat, if you did post your links, I didn't see them. So if you would, oh, there he goes. I got one of them right here. Today's song. All right. So I got that queued up for a little while later. Thank you, Polymopicus. I will be playing that in just a little while. So if you guys aren't subscribed to Polymopicus, man, you're missing out. You are missing out. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get his link and I'm gonna go I'm gonna post it here in just a second. Oh, that's over on Rumbles. Oh, oh, okay. Huh. So he's moving over to Rumbles. Oh, that's cool. This is yeah, this is on Rumble. Wow. That's why it came up like that. All right, cool. All right, guys and gals, if you are not subscribed to Polymopicus, hit him up over on Rumble. Here is his link right here. He puts out a lot of good content. All right. So, D,
Mm-hmm.
what do you think about this? Have you got a chance to read over any of this?
Very little of it.
I
Very
didn't
little.
read over very much of it at all. Basically, just the title, and I kind of skimmed through it, looking for anything that I needed to redact. Matter of fact, I'm going to pull this off the screen just
Double check.
just
Y
to double check.
Yeah, double check.
uh, I know that I did redact some stuff. Yeah, okay, I went over this and redacted it. I just skimmed over it looking for addresses or phone numbers, and I did find one where they were trying to serve paint chips, but we got it. We got it taken care of. Yeah, yeah, yeah. There's no more. I did now FBN number. I'm assuming that's the Florida bar number, right?
Yes.
Okay. I went ahead and redacted that, and I redacted Randy's email address. He doesn't need a bunch of chuckleheads messing with him. So, and I don't think anybody can do anything with his bar number, but I went ahead and redacted it too. You know, because
Yeah.
I am the doxer queen king over here. Queen, oh king, yeah, okay,
All right.
yeah, I'm the doxing king over here.
I was getting ready to say, I'm just gonna let you run with that one.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right. So this is a motion for status and to expedite ruling on pending motion for expenses incurred in making service and attorney's fees pursuant to Rule 4B of the Federal Rule of Civil Procedure. So this is, I think this is Jeremy asking for some relief on all the disastrous stuff that he had to do to serve paint chips.
Right? So, plaintiff Jeremy Hales, by and through undersigned counsel, respectfully moved this honorable court for a status update and to expedite a ruling on his pending motion for expenses incurred in making service and attorney fees pursuant to Rule 4D of the Federal Rules of Civil Procedure, Doc 157, filed on February 4th, 2026. Wow, we're already in May. And this was
Yeah,
filed the 30th. Oh my gosh.
we're
Wow.
already almost halfway through the year. Can you believe that?
No, I cannot.
That's unreal.
Oh
Oh,
goodness.
Sharon, what you got to say? I thought you were a little chicken coop. Yep, I'm baby chicken coop. Yep, yep, yep. I
Mhm,
forgot about that. I need to fix that real quick.
mhm.
You go ahead, D. You have
Okay.
fun.
Plaintiff brings this matter to the court's attention with the utmost respect for the court's management of its docket and the many competing demands on the court's time and resources. Plaintiff does not seek to criticize the court or suggest any failure in the administration of justice. Rather, plaintiff respectfully request I can't
Eh,
okay, resolution of a straightforward motion that has been pending without ruling or response for several months. Now, Why I don't understand why Potted Plant is not responding to any of the motions. I mean, it's like since the bankruptcy stay has, paused the cases, it's like he feels maybe he doesn't have to respond to anything. I mean, the only one who has stayed is LMNOP in both.
Exactly.
Okay. So why is he not responding to anything? That's
I
what I don't understand.
I don't have any idea. I mean, this guy, he has motions that goes, okay, let me back this up. I know he had a bunch of motions that were never ruled on in the past.
Right.
But based on the order that he put out the other day, where he was nixing Paint Chip's last motion, saying it was moot,
Mhm.
because now that the third amended complaint has been filed, all that other stuff is just out the window. It's all moot.
Right.
So is that giving him a get out of jail free card? He doesn't have to rule on all that other stuff from way back then now?
Well, there's things that other people have filed that haven't been answered either.
That's what I'm saying. But
So that
all the
doesn't
stuff that
that
was
to me, that would you would think that that doesn't, that it doesn't go to the other things that haven't been ruled upon, but I don't know. I mean
it's crazy. I mean, like I said, just before Jeremy sent in this third amended complaint, Paint Chips did file a motion. I can't even remember what it was about. I don't read most of his garbage, but he did file a motion. And the minute Jeremy filed the third amendment complaint, the judge did order and tossed it out. But
mhm.
he's, like I said, he said it was moot. So that's my question. So all of the other stuff way back, that Lisa and all of them, everybody else filed, even though they're not in the case now, is he considering all that moot too? Is all that just
Well, you
not
can't
even
he okay, okay. He wouldn't be able to rule on anything that was filed from the defendants that have been released from the case, okay?
okay?
Because it wouldn't be necessary. But he would need to rule on motions for defendants that are still in the case.
Oh, Al's got something here he's got to say. Honestly, I seriously think something is happening behind the scenes, guessing order other Fed agencies are involved and telling the Fed court to slow down the proceedings.
But why? Why
May
why would you do that?
maybe I don't have any idea, Al. Now this is Al's comment. This is not coming from me.
Right?
But the way I'm taking what Al said here is maybe there's some agencies outside of the court that are moving towards possibly what criminal charges, maybe.
Is that what you're saying, Al? Possibly? To
Because I
slow it
mean,
down to I don't know.
so they could investigate. I don't have any idea. Um, but that's an interesting theory, though, Al.
Right?
It sure is. I mean, things have been kind of quirky here lately as far as a lot of people involved in this. There's a lot of I don't know. It's just the mood of everything, the tempo of everything has kind of changed. You notice that, D?
Yes.
So I'm not sure what's going on, but hey, we
I
can
do.
read these motions and try and figure it out best we can.
Yeah. Okay. The underlying motion seeks mandatory expenses under Federal Rule of Civil Procedure 4D2, totaling $2,450.04, plus reasonable attorney fees incurred as a direct result of Defendant Luthman's explicit refusal to waive service of process. Rule 4D2 provides that the court must impose such expenses on a defendant who fails without good cause to return a waiver of service. Okay, so how many times did he ref- wasn't there, or no, there was no sign of anybody living at the addresses or anything like that? How many times did they have to do this?
I don't know. I think it gets into it later on in this motion. Right now, the top part I think is where they're asking for a judgment to be made, and then as we go on, it'll
Right.
start unfolding how many times that they were served here and how many times
Okay.
they were served there. I can't remember. I do know that the affidavit that came from the server, there were quite a few trips to try and serve him, and none of them were ever successful. So there is that.
Hmm.
Okay, Al's answering our
Right.
question. Yes, like IRS, tax evasion, FBI, money coming from outside the country. The bankruptcy court is investigating Lynette and Cook and other individuals. Okay. So Al's saying he thinks it's um, a lot of other stuff involved outside of the case that maybe could be slowing it down. I don't know.
But okay. I'm trying to make sense of everything. So if that is the case, would that in, you know, would that actually really slow down the Fed 2 case and moving forward? Would that actually slow it down?
Don't know.
See,
Oh,
I
and I
don't.
want to take a second. This is the third time I've seen Valor News parody in the chat, and I've been meaning to say hello, good morning ever since I saw him the first time, and I just keeps slipping my mind, and I'm so sorry. So Valor News, welcome, my friend. Glad to have you. Glad to have you. All right, Big Al. Paint Chips last night was talking about he really hasn't been served yet. Well, according to the courts, he's been served, so done deal. So deal with it, big boy.
Yeah,
That's
there was, how many, like, one right after another, wasn't it? And then the final service was, through the Secretary of State, correct?
yep. I
Okay,
think so. I think
okay.
so. The last one, I think they went through what was it, the something correctionals or something corrections. I don't know what it was, but it was weird. I'd never heard of that before. Big Al, I'm not thinking so. I think he got his channel back about the time everybody was losing monetization. Nah, I don't know, Big Al. I don't know. But I know for a fact that if you guys are hinting around that somebody has attacked our channels to get them taken down. I believe the channels have been flagged, but I don't think that anybody flagging anything has anything to do with it. I think it's YouTube's AI bots. That's what I think. They can
Yeah,
take credit for all they want. I don't think it's true. Oh, okay. I'm back.
okay. USCS, Federal Rules of Civil Procedure R4. The motion presents a straightforward application of a clear, mandatory rule to undisputed facts established through affidavits and exhibits already filed with this court. Plaintiff has already paid the service expenses he seeks to recover and is entitled to reimbursement if the requirements of Rule 4D2 are satisfied. The motion does not require extensive deliberation, evidentiary hearings, or complex legal analysis. Defendant Luthman, proceeding pro se, has filed a response to the pending motion, Doc 160. The court's prior order, dated October 30th, 2025, Doc 132, specifically contemplated that plaintiff would file this motion after service was completed. Plaintiff seeks only a ruling on his properly filed motion so that he may either collect the expenses to which he is entitled under the federal rules or
Oh,
scroll.
I was listening to the poochie barking in the
Oh,
background.
yeah, she went outside, I guess to chase something, I have no idea.
I was trying to figure out if it was Daisy or if it was on your end, and
It it's
it's
my end.
yeah.
Understand the court's reasoning if the motion is denied. The continued delay in resolving this matter imposes a concrete financial burden on plaintiff, who remains out of pocket for expenses incurred in attempting to serve a defendant who explicitly refused to waive service, which he did.
Yep.
The
Uh,
motion Go
oh,
ahead.
go ahead. No, go ahead.
The motion was filed following the court's October 30th, 2025 order, Doc 132, which denied without prejudice plaintiff's earlier request for service cost under Federal Rule of Civil Procedure 4D2, directing that plaintiffs could seek such cost after defendant Luthman had been served. Plaintiff filed the current motion after successfully effectuating substitute service on defendant Luthman on December 29th, 2025, through the Florida Department of State Division of Corporations. Pursuant to Florida Statute Section 48.161 and 48.181, defendant Luthman is proceeding pro se in this matter.
So, what is the division of corporations? What is that?
Okay, uh, hang on. I wanna make sure I'm getting this right. So
While you do that, I'll do this. Yes, and
okay.
Big Al says, Coop D. Yes, Fed Case 1, Belito said that Lynette and Crook are intertwined and he cannot rule on anything till the bankruptcy case is settled. Fed 1, document 172, that is Crook. Okay, gotcha. Oh, what? Huh? 170. Why would he be bringing up 172? This is a Fed 2 motion. Let me go look real quick, cuz why would he be bringing up something from Fed 1 and Fed 2? Let me go Fed 2. What's 172 over here? 68, 71, 72. Oh, defendant Richard Luthman Jr.'s notice of Junior in support of co-defendant Lisa's motions to this motion for judicial notice. Okay, background. Okay. Oh, this is one of them 28-page nonsense that I never read. But yeah, 172 doesn't pertain to what is being talked about. So why would Randy be bringing up 172 from Fed 1? That doesn't make sense.
I don't know.
Huh. Because he did say he's talking about 172, or is it 132? Uh, I don't see 72. I see 32. Document 157. Yeah, it's 132 he's bringing up. I don't see a document. Yeah, it's right here. Huh.
Okay, for someone to be served through the Florida Department of State Division of Corporation, it's a substituted service method that they use when a registered agent cannot be served directly. It requires submitting a court-issued summons, complaint, and proof of failed service. So that's all that is. That's like nothing out of the norm. They do that all the time for people who are runners, and when they run from a summons or they run from being served court paperwork.
Well, he made it very clear that he wasn't accepting anything.
Right.
They were going to have to find him.
So,
Yes, 132 is the order that came down from the judge.
okay.
Yep, it says a service of process and entry of default and other relief. Yep,
Okay.
C115, but yeah.
Right. Okay. Facts underlying the motion for expenses. The factual basis for the pending motion is straightforward and undisputed. On August 17th, 2025, plaintiff sent a request for waiver of service to defendant Luthman via email to his known email address and via USPS priority mail to his known address. On the same day, defendant Luthman responded to the email acknowledging receipt of the waiver request, but explicitly refusing to waive service. stating in relevant part that the purported notice was rejected in toto for all purposes. Prior to sending the waiver request, plaintiffs had made numerous unsuccessful attempts to serve defendant Luthman at multiple addresses where he was believed to reside between May 9th, 2025 and August 16th, 2025. Process servers made at least 11 separate attempts to serve defendant Luthman at various addresses in Florida, including Naples, Florida, 6 attempts, and Naples, Florida, 4 attempts.
So
United
10 attempts they
attempts.
tried.
Mhm. Plus 1 more, because it's saying at least 11 separate attempts. Okay. So there was 6 attempts at various addresses. So 6 attempts in Naples and 4 attempts in Naples. Okay. United States Priority Mail sent to defendant Luthman at his Sugar Pine Lane address was returned and marked return to sender. Process server affidavits concluded that defendant Luthman was intentionally evading service based upon based on the totality of evidence, including avoidance behavior and vague statements made publicly by the defendant. As a result of defendant Luthman's refusal to waive service and his apparent evasion of service attempts, plaintiffs incurred expenses totaling $2,450.04 from 4 different process servers and investigation services. These expenses are itemized in the pending motion. No ruling has been issued by the magistrate judge on the pending motion. No hearing has been scheduled on the motion, nor has the court issued any order requesting additional briefing or information. So, so is the court not acknowledging this after they said you have to effectuate service? You have to go through, all right, you got to jump through the hoops to try and get this person served, and then I'll think about it. Is that
Uh, I'm at a loss for this, D, because I've talked to a lot of people that are a lot smarter than I am when it comes to this stuff, and they have all said the same thing, that Bolito is just he's not worth his salt. He's not doing his job. He's literally being paid to perform a duty, and he's not. He's gotten confused. There's motions that he's not even, like you said, he's not even ruled on from months and months ago. Why?
that's what I don't understand is you you say, okay, you can't ask for this now, but you go through the hoops and you make every attempt possible to serve and then refile your expenditure claim and then we'll talk about it. So
It's insane.
why wasn't any okay. I
I don't understand it. I can understand the fact that so much garbage has been filed in this lawsuit. That's it's overwhelmed the court. I mean, he has made it clear that a lot of this stuff that's been filed is clogging up the court's resources. I can understand that, but at the end of the day, he is paid to do a job. So why isn't he doing it? Um, I'm hoping that this goes straight to Hinkle, and Hinkle lights a fire under his butt and says, "Hey, look, man, you got to get off your ass. You got to start uh, dealing with
yeah.
this."
Yeah, because, Paint Chips isn't, stayed because of the bankruptcy. His everything on him can move forward, but
Right.
I don't think Bolito wants to move forward until after the bankruptcy. Why would you because if you can move forward with one, and then you adjudicate that case, and then now you're left with just element OP sitting there.
Right.
I
Well,
I
like I
don't
said the other day, I actually think when the stay's lifted, she's going to be dropped. Uh, and I'm kind of starting to think that he's also going to do that with Luthman too. I mean, it doesn't affect me at all, guys. We just go over this stuff and we try and make sense out of it with you guys in the chat. But I actually, once this stay is lifted, I think just judging on his past rulings, I think he's going to try and just nix everything. He's going to throw it all out. I don't know. I could be wrong. I could be
Okay.
wrong.
Okay, so all right, let's go with that theory. Okay. So he's telling, okay, I'm going to get rid of 8. 8 are going to be let go, per my recommendation. Okay. So now 8 are out of the picture, leaves 2. Okay. You can seek a third amended complaint, but be careful, blah, blah, blah. Remember that?
Right?
Okay. So Randy does the third amended complaint with just 2 defendants. Okay. Now, if he doesn't start doing something and nobody says, well, I don't think your third amended complaint is good enough. This case is now done, period. He could throw it. He accepted the third amended complaint, did he not? Did not the court accept the third amended complaint? So you're accepting it, and then in 2 or 3 months, you're going to come back and say, no, I want everything dropped. So to me, that's bad. That looks bad on that court to do that.
Yeah.
You
Yeah, it
tell them to
does.
do one thing, and then you're gonna turn around and just toss everything? That looks bad on them.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I mean, it makes you step back. Can an individual actually get justice? I mean, when you have a judge literally telling you, "Hey, you can do this, okay? Don't do this, but do this," and then when you listen to the judge, a year later, you've incurred thousands upon thousands of dollars in debt, for lawyers' fees. All of a sudden, oh, I'm sorry, I'm gonna kick this. Y'all just we're not giving you any justice whatsoever. We're just going to kick it
See,
because it's too much for me to read. Blah blah blah.
right, well, see, not only that, now that makes me feel that not only has he already expressed he wasn't interested in this, and has he not only expressed that it was just, a he said, she said type thing, it expresses to me that he really doesn't take his job seriously by not acting on this. When you look at everything that's come through the court, uh, it's like he's shrugging his responsibilities. He doesn't take it seriously. He thinks it's a joke. He thinks it's back and forth banter between uh, online content creators. Is so that's what I'm thinking. He's not taking his job seriously. But then again, there may be a plan in place. I don't know what goes on.
See,
Yeah.
when he put his recommendation to have this thing dropped, he stated that he named each person, okay,
Right.
and said, "Hey, you haven't showed cause for this person. You haven't showed cause for this person. You haven't showed cause for this person." When it got down to Bubbles, they literally showed cause. I mean, they showed it 100%. Okay, this is what this guy did. This is why I'm suing him. Why did they drop it on Bubbles? The rest of them I was kind of iffy on, but Bubbles I wasn't iffy on at all. He literally showed. Randy literally gave it to the court. Said, "Look, this is what this dude has done," and it's
Mm.
like he didn't even read anything about the Bubble stuff. Nothing. That's why
So,
I'm confused about this, and that's where I lost all faith in the judge. I mean, now granted, guys, this doesn't affect me whatsoever or D. Okay, do I want to see justice for Jeremy? Yes, I do. But at the end of the day, this is not our lawsuit. We're not fighting against anyone. We're just going over these court documents, trying to make sense out of some of the craziness that's going on. And like I said, I've talked to a bunch of people that are a whole lot smarter about this stuff than I am, and they are scratching their heads as well.
right now, you think about that. Okay, maybe potted plant does have something going on behind the scenes. Maybe he is talking to Hinkle. Maybe they are discussing. I don't know.
Right?
But there have been things that have been filed since the third amended complaint that need to be ruled on, and they're just sitting there.
Now, you remember when he put in his recommendation to dismiss all of this. Why? I'm still trying to figure out why Dan Owens' case was even brought into it.
I don't know. I guess that he was trying to say Yes, there is a pattern. Yes, look at this pattern. Well, one case has nothing to do with the other. And
Yeah,
I d
that should have never been brought up into that
yeah.
ever. I mean, to me, that made the courts look very bad. It made me think whenever I saw that, oh, the good old boy rule.
Mhm.
It's like, why is he bringing up what's going on with Jeremy in another case that has absolutely nothing to do with this case? And the only thing that ties it together is the fact that Dan Owens is an officer of the court for Florida. And just like Melito and Hinkle, they're both officers of the court. So is it the good old boy playing in there? Who knows?
Well, okay, you gotta take into effect too that element OP is in 1 and 2, alright? Also, the other, case, and then talking about, the PO with Dan Owen, so she's kinda involved in that because, Levy County's not upholding the protection order. So there's a common denominator if you look at it.
Yep.
There is a
Now,
common denominator.
you and I were talking about this earlier about all the different cases. We forgot about that one, the Dan
Yeah,
Owens case.
right.
That is still moving. That's not been thrown out yet,
No.
as far as I can remember. Oh, what's Big Al got to say? With all the back and forth in the courts, uh, that is why I thinking there is something going on behind the scenes. I have never seen anything like this in the courts, right? I mean, and Big Al's one of the people that I talk to about this stuff. D's another one. I have talked to Tug about this. I have talked with Shizzy a little bit about this. Okay. And there are other individuals that aren't even on social media that I have talked to in real life about this stuff. And when I show them this stuff, they're like, really? This judge did what? I mean, oh, Flip, what you got to say? Potted plant to Randy to start new case, creating Fed 2. I think Padupa?
Yeah.
Fadupa? Is it
Yeah,
supposed to be Fadupa?
yeah, Fadupa and Lanham was too high of a hurdle for JH.
Right. See, it finally came down. I finally figured out what they were trying to sue for. But see, if that's a little too high, they can sit there and celebrate all they want. Okay, it's been thrown out with prejudice. Okay, that means he's got a whole litany of other things he can go after them for. It doesn't have to be the Lanham Act or the FDUPTA. You know
Right,
what I mean?
right.
I mean, he can just do like he did with Lynette and Crook and just go straight for just defamation. Because as far as I can remember, there hasn't been anything about defamation brought up in Fed 2. Has there?
Was oh my gosh. Was that in I can't remember. I'd have to go back and reread them because I know that there were certain things that were, saying, "Okay, you can't have this in here and you can't have this in here." I can't
Right.
remember which.
Krusty, what you got to say? I find it very disturbing that these judges don't seem to understand the impact these cases will take on creators and stalking. Ooh, that's interesting.
Mhm.
You make a lot of sense there, Krusty. You sure do.
Right? It blows my mind.
Hey, guys and gals, do me a favor. We got 432 of you fabulous souls hanging out with us right now. So, if you could do me a huge favor and just tickle that little like button there, make it all happy and stuff. Teach old Screw Tube to, hey, D and I's over here putting in work. Send us out into the YouTubes, out into the interwebs. I'd be greatly appreciated for that.
Yeah, Big Al, yeah, I think you're right. In the beginning, it was Coop, but it was dropped. So even though it was dropped, he can still bring it.
Right.
So,
Because I don't think that was ever filed as one of the underlining, I want to say charges, or I don't think it's a charge. It's he was going after the FDUPTA and the Lanham Act. It wasn't filed in with the other stuff, defamation. I don't know what they call that. It's not a charge because it's not. They're not. He's not going after them legally for criminal activity, so it's not a charge. What do you call that, D?
it's just civil.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. So
Oh,
it he, and I think everybody, I forget who just said this. Uh, okay. Where did it
Venom.
go?
Good morning. It has to be YouTube. It's nothing on. She must be community pages. I don't know what they're talking about. Anyway,
I don't either. Uh, but somebody mentioned, oh my gosh, I've lost it now. Oh, buffed old man. I agree, Florida Flipper. That is why the with prejudice was used. Uh, Jeremy and Shoshay are probably conferring right now to retool. I wouldn't be surprised to see additional counsel brought in. Yeah, there's something going on. Uh, yeah. And Josie, you're right too. I think there is something going on in the background we don't know. Jeremy is being very quiet over the cases, and with what is happening in the courts is something happening behind the scenes. Maybe there's just so much. There's just so much. We all tried to read between the lines, but when it's not there, it's not there. We can only say what could potentially be happening. We don't know.
exactly. I mean, of course, we got Lisa over there thinking she knows everything, that she's got the inside scoop. Well, she's full of shit as always. I don't believe anything that comes out of that woman's mouth. She's been caught in so many lies, and then sits over there and claims to be the queen of truth and justice. Oh, exposing the lies. Yeah, okay. People expose your lies all the time. I cannot understand how this woman can let. I don't think she's watching anything. I don't think she's the one taking notes. And it's literally embarrassing her reading this stuff online. Okay, what was said in a lot of our streams, they get it completely backwards. They put their own spin on it, and they make up things that was not even said, and they sit there and claim they're all about truth. Yeah,
Mm,
okay. I mean, you and
mm,
we're reading these documents. We don't have all the answers. That's
mm-mm.
what we have. We're having a conversation with the chat, trying to understand what we're looking at. Uh, but then again, I never claimed, and I don't think you ever claimed either, to be smart enough to take the bar exam.
Nope. Never
Uh,
have, never will.
I don't think we've ever claimed to be smart as a lawyer.
Right?
But
Uh,
anyway, they just, I don't know. They're a bunch of, I don't get it. Anyway, doesn't matter to me. So what do
uh,
we got? Huh?
Shell Bell. The new protection order case, no, nothing much has been said. So you really haven't missed anything. Yeah, nothing's really been said. So,
Yeah, I haven't heard anything
mm-mm,
lately on that, so I have no idea, none
mm-mm.
whatsoever.
So yeah.
Okay, Jay, what you got to say? I think it's good old boys. Yep, I got a feeling it's a lot of this has got to do with the good old boys stuff. Uh, honestly, D, I think a lot of it's got to do with there's not very much law when it comes to the interwebs kind of stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Jeremy, his whole business is geared around social media. Okay, that's how he makes his living, is using all the tools of social media along with selling the items that he finds in his storage units.
Right.
And I don't think that there's enough law on the books right now to protect social media. I don't want to say influencers, social media salesmen or businesses.
Right.
Where now, if this was a brick and mortar store, yeah, you have physical people that walk through your door, and they buy stuff from you. But when it comes to the internet, your people, your customers are all internet based. They're not people that you ever meet face to face.
Right.
They're doing a transaction over the interwebs. So I
Right.
don't think there's a lot of laws out there on this stuff yet.
No, but give it time. There probably will be, because a lot of internet sales are generally repeat customers, just as if there were a brick and mortar store.
Right, 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 right. You're
All of
absolutely right.
all of us are repeat customers when we buy groceries, when we buy home goods, when we purchase vehicles. We're all repeat customers. So
Well,
it
see,
doesn't matter if it's online or in person.
there's something new that's been it's not really new. It's been out for a year or two, maybe 3. Uh, the Walmart.
Right.
You can literally order your groceries through Walmart now, okay, and somebody will bring them straight to your house. To me, that's internet business, okay, because
Mhm.
you're not going in and placing the order. You're literally placing your order over your phone, and then they bring it to you.
Right.
uh, Eventually there are going to be people that are going to be dissatisfied with the Walmart thing. Now, I'm not saying anything bad about Walmart. I'm just making a point to where eventually someone will get a lawsuit in the courts against Walmart because Walmart didn't fulfill their order just right. And until one of these big companies are taken to court, it's like we're just waiting for new laws to kind of help the people like Jeremy that he's had his whole business attacked, basically. Anyway, I hope I made
Right.
sense on that.
Right. Right, right. Venom, you're right. The magistrate made a comment about Jeremy saying in order to use the law on online businesses, but reason was he has to be able to prove actual sales and or real people to prove damages. Well, every time somebody spends uh, on his whatnot auctions, you have a verifiable receipt of what was purchased, how much was paid, and who paid it. Am I
I
wrong or
Yeah, right. But what I think what the Bolito's trying to get at is, okay, say for instance you're one of my customers and
right?
you shop with me continuously, and then this one day, boom, you disappear. Okay, why did you disappear? Did you disappear because you heard something on the internet's bad about me, or did you disappear because you just found the items that you wanted somewhere else? I think the judge is trying to have Jeremy tell them, okay, this person over here told your customer something bad about you, and that's the reason why they quit doing business with you. I think that's what he's trying to get at. What do you think?
Hmm.
Say, for instance,
But
you've got all of these people out here that's going after Jeremy's business. They're messing with his way to make money.
right?
Okay, so he's got to show how he actually lost a customer due to what they're doing to him online. That make more sense?
Yes, but if they're constantly uh, talking amongst themselves in chats, isn't that proof that somebody did something?
Yeah, see, I mean, he's got a lot of evidence to show that these people are literally trying to ruin his business. Literally. But we haven't gotten to that stage yet where the judge sees what's going on. And that's like everything that has been happening with Jeremy Hells throughout all of this. Like, take, for instance, Judge Grudge. He had a temporary restraining order on him for almost a year based on no proof whatsoever. He never did get to speak, as Lynette would say, his truth in that court. He's not once gotten to the stage in any of these court hearings to where he could show his evidence, where he
Right.
could speak his truth.
Now, Denise has a theory. She states that that theory is dumb. People who shop in your brick and mortar don't tell you when they leave to go elsewhere, which is true.
Exactly, exactly. So it's one of those catch 22s. You want me to
Yeah,
prove that I lost a customer because so and so over here is talking crap about me? How can you prove that unless you can literally find? I mean, like Denise said, a brick and mortar store.
mhm,
If he's want me to prove that that customer walked away because of what somebody else said to him, how am I supposed to prove that?
right. That's
But
just
then
crazy.
again, if so and so that's talking shit about my business is standing out in front of my business with picket signs, or they're literally interacting with my customers trying to get them to walk away, now there's proof. but you have to have it, I guess. I don't know.
I
I
don't
don't know.
understand. I don't understand.
But he does have proof of these people trying to hurt his business. If you guys remember correctly, Spade literally said he was doing business with Jeremy Hells. And because of what Lisa was saying, convinced him that Jeremy was a bad person. Jeremy literally came into the chat one day and asked him after he said that, hey, get a hold of him. Now, whatever transpired between all that, that's none of my business. But still, that right there is a person that literally had evidence of them interfering with his business.
Absolutely. That, all it takes is one person and then it spreads like wildfire. It just by mouth, it just that's all it takes is just one person. So,
Right, Deborah. I did see that where he has status meetings. I know he said,
tomorrow,
I think it was
tomorrow,
sometime at the end of this month, he has to be back in Florida for a deposition on Lynette. And then tomorrow, he has status hearings all day.
mhm,
But yeah,
crazy.
who is this? Deborah said, MrCoop, J8 said today in his live that he has a status meeting tomorrow and LP has a depot. Yep, on the 30th. Okay. I couldn't remember the date. I knew it was at the end of the month because he did say he was going to be back in Florida for that.
Yes.
But did you guys catch what he said when he said that? This deposition isn't going to be done over Zoom.
No, it's gonna be done at the courthouse.
Uh-huh. So that means Lynette has to literally show up. Now, this is going to be interesting to find out how that goes over. Because I can just about bet that's not going to go over very well. She's going to be chomping at the bit. But then again, I'm pretty sure Saran Wrap will be right there with her.
Of course.
Right. It's going to be interesting to see what he does, how he
Right.
reacts to all of this.
Mhm.
Because I don't think the guy has any experience in bankruptcies. But it's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
So what do we got over here?
Federal court possesses, excuse me, inherent authority to manage their dockets and ensure the efficient and expedient resolution of cases. Magistrate judges have statutory ability to hear and determine non-dispositive pretrial matters, including motions for expenses under Rule 4D. The pending motion presents a straightforward application of Rule 4D2, which mandates that the courts impose expenses on defendants who fail without good cause to waive service. The motion has been pending since February 4th, 2026, without ruling, response, or indication that additional information is needed. Given the straightforward nature of the issue, the mandatory standard governing the award, and the prejudice to plaintiff who has already paid expenses he is entitled to recover, this motion warrants prompt resolution. Plaintiff respectfully requests that the court exercise its case management authority to issue a ruling on the pending motion, thereby promoting the orderly and efficient resolution of this matter. Well, it's been sitting since February, right?
Yep.
Hmm. And nothing's been done? Nope. Uh, Somebody's sitting on their hands.
Okay, French Psycho, Mr. Coop, did you try to check my content since you shared my link? Mama may love it, but I have doubts for you. I haven't been back over there lately, French Psycho. I've been very, very busy. That doesn't mean that I won't, because once you start putting out content, it'll start notifying me. And the more you put out, the more that it'll notify. Oh, what you got to say, Randy? Oh, I'm sure someone will. Come back here. I'm sure someone will be sick or doctor's appointment at the last minute. She won't show up. I think it's getting to the point to where those excuses aren't going to go over very well. she's got the 30th till the 30th or 25th or 30th. I know it's at the end of the month. Uh, I don't think the bankruptcy is going to play the games that Fed One is allowing them to play. What do you think, D?
Yeah, I think that's gonna be like, nope. It's gonna be a big fat nope.
Now, where I can't remember where Jeremy said that the court was going to be held. Is it going to be in Gainesville? It's federal, right?
Yes.
So I think it's got to be. I think the deposition's got to be in Gainesville, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. I don't really know where they've got to show up to.
Not sure.
Haven't really heard.
I don't think that was said, was it?
What's that?
Where it was going to be.
I don't think it was
No,
said
it
where it
said,
was going to be. I think you're absolutely right. That's weird. Why did that do that? That's like it just skipped all the way to the front for some reason. Wow. Anyway, yeah, I don't think it was, but I maybe it could be in Levy County. I don't know. All I know
don't
is
know.
Jeremy said that she had to show up in a courtroom. Hey, there's I watch so you don't have to. By the way, young lady, I hope you don't mind, but if we have time today, I think we're going to read your whatever you whatever it is you call them from the other day. Which one was it? It was from go back to profile. Yeah, go back. Why did you get me off the profile? That wasn't cool. I think it was what you filed on the 3rd yesterday. Or no, yeah, yesterday. Yeah. I hope you don't mind, but I think we're going to read that if we have time today. It's a long one. Have you got a chance to read it yet?
No, I haven't.
But anyway,
I
all right,
Okay.
where were we at?
Argument. The court has authority to manage its docket, and parties are entitled to timely resolution of properly filed motions. Federal district courts possess inherent authority to manage their dockets and courtrooms with a view toward the efficient and expedient resolution of cases, and we have case law here. This inherent authority is necessary to ensure that district courts can enforce their own orders and efficiently dispose of litigation, and extends to various aspects of case management designed to resolve cases expeditiously. Magistrate judge authority over the pending motion.
Wow.
I I
Yeah.
I kind of think right here that even even a layperson can see how much has just sat on the docket, and it's just sat there, and it's collecting dust, and nobody's done anything with it.
Right. Now, Rob Pate come rolling in. Notice when Jeremy mentioned it yesterday, he said she had to be there. Up until now, her lawyer had to. Well, a deposition is a little bit different than, court hearings. A deposition, she's got to literally answer the questions herself. Am I wrong?
She would have to be there, but uh,
I think it's going to
it,
be in Gainesville, but I'm not 100%
I
sure.
don't know, but it's funny how he'll pro- well, it depends on if it's for the bankruptcy, or what it's for. I don't know. So if it's for bankruptcy, he would be there because he would need to either object to any line of questioning. So he would be there.
Yeah, the deposition's for the bankruptcy.
Okay.
It's not for Fed 1 or 2.
Yeah.
It's for the bankruptcy. But see, the thing is this deposition is not being held by Jeremy. It's being held by the trustee.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure. I don't think it's him asking for the deposition. I think it's the trustee. I might be wrong on that.
well,
Because you got to remember the bankruptcy isn't like Fed 1 or Fed 2. Jeremy's literally suing these people. So if he wants a deposition, he has to organize it, pay for it, and conduct it.
right.
Whereas the bankruptcy, he's not the one suing
No,
her.
no.
It's she's asking for debt relief. So she's got to or not she's got to, but the trustee is the one asking for the depo. I could be wrong on that. Oh, and by the way, guys, Tickles is loud because Mama's home. She's trying to get in the gate. Until Mama gets in the house, you're going to hear Tickles. Matter of fact, I better unlock the door.
So, I think that would, well, wouldn't Saran Wrap need to be there? Wouldn't he be there to even be, showing, "Hey, I'm here, I'm representing my client." Maybe I don't know.
Oh, Mama Palmer says Levy County Courthouse, Mr. Coop.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Uh, well, yeah, her lawyer, if she's going to be depoted, her lawyer should be there because he'd be there to object to anything that he didn't want her to answer, I would think. Uh, any depositions I've ever seen other than this kind of stuff, usually they have the person being depoted usually has a lawyer by their side to say yay or nay. You know
Right,
what I mean?
right.
But whether he can do it from Zoom, I don't know. I know Jeremy said that she had to show up in person, so we'll find out.
So, okay, so let's just sit there and, theory, would Saran Wrap, would he be that bold enough to object a trustee or the investigative team questioning her or asking her a question? Would he be so bold as to say, "I object to that"?
Who? The
Saran
her
Wrap. Yeah.
Saran wrap? I
Would he
don't know. I don't know because I mean, I don't think it's Jeremy that's asking for the
I
depot.
I understand that, but you know, to be considered a good attorney, you would wanna be by your client's side through every aspect of it. So
Yeah,
would he be so bold as to object to them questioning, a certain question, asking her a certain question?
yeah, that's what he'd be there for, I would imagine. You're absolutely right, but we'll see. I I think
Yeah.
it's going to be hilarious if we start hearing "I plead the fifth" crap again. I mean, it's her bankruptcy. She's the one that asked for it, and then she's going to roll up in there. I plead the fifth. What are you pleading the fifth for? This is your freaking bankruptcy.
Right.
That was what was so funny whenever Jeremy did the depositions on her back with what was that was back. Ooh, that was during her Judge Grudge moment.
Yep, yep.
And I'll plead the fifth. You're the one came after me, and you're not going to answer the questions to defend yourself. That was nuts, absolutely nuts.
Yeah, okay, everybody's saying that he can object to the questions, but she still has to answer the questions.
Oh,
Okay, okay.
okay.
Yeah, and
Philip
they
Kraft, good morning. She will plead the fifth, he says. Where are we
uh,
at on this, D?
okay. Under the Federal Magistrates Act, a district judge may designate a
Oh, you already down there.
yeah, may designate a magistrate judge to hear and determine any pretrial matter pending before the court with certain enumerated exceptions, and we have statutes right there. The statute provides that a magistrate judge may be designated to hear and determine pretrial matters except for motions for injunctive relief, for judgment on the pleadings for summary judgment, to dismiss or quash an indictment or information made by the defendant to suppress evidence in a criminal case, to dismiss or to permit maintenance of a class action, to dismiss for failure to state a claim upon which relief can be granted, and to
Oh, sorry.
involuntary involuntarily dismiss an action. A motion for expense under Rule 4D is non-dispositive pretrial matter that falls within the magistrate judge's authority to hear and determine. Hmm. When pretrial matter not dispositive of a party's claim or defense is referred to a magistrate judge to hear and decide, the magistrate judge must promptly conduct the required proceedings and, when appropriate, issue a written order stating the decision, And then we have Federal Rules of Civil Procedure, R72. A party may serve and file objections to the order within 14 days after being served with a copy, and the district judge in the case must consider timely objections and modify or set aside any part of the order that is clearly erroneous or is contrary to law. While the district judge retains ultimate adjudicatory power over dispositive, I can't read that, there we go, motions for non-dispositive matters like the pending Rule 4D motion, the magistrate judge has authority to issue a final order subject to review only upon timely objection under the clearly erroneous or contrary to law standard. The pending motion presents a straightforward application of a mandatory rule to establish undisputed facts. The motion has been pending since February 4th. I don't know why he didn't do emphasis added. 4th,
Yeah.
2026, without ruling, response, or indication that additional briefing is needed. The delay in resolving this matter prejudices plaintiff who has already paid expenses that he is entitled to recover if the rules requirement are satisfied.
And then this is just a certificate
Of conferral. Undersigned counsel certifies that he has conferred with defendant Luthman by email on April 29th, 2026 regarding this motion. As a result, defendant Luthman responded on April 30th, 2026 and stated he did not agree with the relief sought herein.
Did we expect anything less?
No. Conclusion. For the foregoing reasons, plaintiffs respectfully request that this honorable court grant this motion for status and to expedite ruling and issue a ruling on the pending motion for expenses incurred in making service and attorney fees pursuant to Rule 4D of the Federal Rules of Civil Procedure, Doc 157, filed on February 4th, 2026. Wherefore, plaintiffs respectfully request that this honorable court grant this motion for status and to expedite ruling on pending motion for expenses incurred in making service and attorney fees pursuant to Rule 4D of the Federal Rules of Civil Procedure. Issue a ruling on the motion for expenses incurred in making service and attorney fees pursuant to Rule 4D, filed on February 4th, 2026, with a reasonable time or as the court deems appropriate. In the alternative, schedule a status conference or hearing to address the pending motion and provide guidance to the parties regarding the court's anticipated timeframe for ruling, and grant such other and further relief as this court deems just and proper.
Now, reading C right there,
Mm-hmm.
all of this right here,
Mm-hmm.
this is pretty cool. This is pretty cool, I think, because he's basically calling the judge out.
Mm-hmm.
He's saying, "Look, you know, if you don't think that I deserve or my client deserves relief in this matter, why don't you bring us to court and you tell us why?" You
Mm-hmm.
know. So to me, this is him politely saying, "Look, judge, you're going to have to explain why I just sat here and told you the reasons why my client's entitled to relief on this matter. So if you're going to drop it, if you're going to say no, you need to teach us. You need to tell us why."
Why? Exactly. Exactly.
I did like that. That was pretty cool there.
Right.
Grant such an order. Further relief is this court deems just and proper. Right.
Mm-hmm.
And then the rest of this guy, the last page is just, Randy's stuff, and then, of course, the certificate of service and certificate of compliance, and then all that good stuff.
Right.
And then that's it. And it was given to Lynette Michelle Lacey, Alexis Preston, Elemental P. Pro Se. And then it was given to Richard A. Paint Chips Lufman Pro Se. Yep. All right, that's the end of that.
So basically, in a nutshell, it's like, "Hey, judge, we've been waiting and waiting. If you're not gonna rule on it, well, you do have another option, potted plant. You bring us in, and then we tell you why. And then
Yep.
you tell us why you don't think we should receive anything or why you think we shouldn't receive anything."
Well, if you remember back during Fed One, when he was wanting to bring all these chuckleheads into Fed One, the judge literally told him, "Look, you don't want to do that. You want to take out another whole case, and separate it, okay? Because it'd just be too much on Fed One."
Right.
He did that. He absolutely did that. And then the judge is sitting there, well, with all the harassers that came in and have clogged up the courts with all this dribble, we just don't have the resources a year later. And now he's asking for it to be dismissed. Huh.
Well, I don't understand. Okay. It it's
It
hard for me to
definitely makes your head scratch.
well, not only that, sometimes, reading and going back and saying, "Okay, I wanna reread this." And then when you go back and reread it, it's like, "Okay, now I have a migraine because the judge said one thing in this and then stated another in this." I don't know. Well, you can't, you need to take and you can't bring all these other defendants into Fed One, start a new case, starts a new case. All right. Everything starts rolling in, paper in the court. There's a lot of stuff getting clogged into it. And yes, they are having problems maintaining it because there was like how many how many motions were being filed on a daily? On a
Exactly.
daily. Okay. That takes time and money away from everything. Okay, well, you told me to do it this way, and now we got everybody jumping in, and everybody is just flipping out motion after motion after motion. So
E-
you told me to do this. Now, what am I supposed to do? You know,
Exactly. I mean, I don't know. Maybe Belethio was thinking, "Oh, this would be a cakewalk," and he da 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 da. But then when things started flying in, all these crazy 130, 150 page motions, it started to weigh on him. Like, I got to read all of this. This ain't my job. I ain't reading all of this.
I don't think he understood the gravity of it all
No.
and how thick it would get. Oh my God, look at you. You're a chicken.
Oh, you didn't notice that?
I
Yeah.
just noticed that. You're a
That
chicken.
that's baby chicken coop.
That's too funny.
Oh, you must not have been watching Tug Saturday night.
That is too funny. No,
um,
I did watch, but that is cute. That is awesome right there. I was like, "Oh my God, he's a chicken."
yeah. And we gotta take care of the baby chicken coop. We gotta make sure no dog eats him. We've got the hashtag save baby chicken coop going around.
You need to go ahead and get the doggy vest and put on there, see if you can finagle a doggy vest, with the spikes on it.
Right, right.
So nobody'll, swoop down to pick you up. No chicken hawk.
Oh, that's really cute. Cute coop. A screenshot that says, yeah. Somebody made one the other day and posted it on Tug's Facebook page, and it was really cool. I really liked it. It was basically the same thing, except it had the feathers blended in more with my head. It looked more like a chicken. It looked pretty cool.
Oh my
But
goodness.
yeah, Tug was I can't remember what day it was last week. He was talking about Lynette, how the chicken coop, we've got a chicken coop, and he just carried on. It was funny.
It
It was
was.
funny.
It was.
All right, Mama's got save baby chicken coop in the chat. Hashtag save baby chicken coop. But anyway, yeah, somebody asked about it a while ago, so I put it up earlier. But anyway, so what do you think, D?
Well, I think that, Bolitho basically has turned or he no, he did, in my opinion, turn his courtroom into a joke. He turned that docket into a joke by allowing everything to continue when he had the inherent authority to stop everything and everybody from doing the exact same thing. He had that authority to stop it dead in his tracks. He needed to do it because that's his job, and he
Right.
didn't.
He could have kicked this off right in the very beginning. But this is where I think Randy was a little bit lacking. Uh, when Randy added paint chips, he knew that paint chips was a harasser for hire type of thing, you know.
Right,
So he should have warned the courts about this. Hey, this is going to happen. These outrageous claims, these outrageous motions that are 130, 140 pages long, they're going to be turned in. Randy
right.
had the evidence to show, hey, look, this is what's going to happen. He could have prepared the judge for what was coming down the pipe.
Oh, Al, you said he forgot to mention Paint Chips filed a motion, Doc 190, to disqualify Potted Plant again in Fed 2 case.
I thought they liked potted plant now.
Yeah.
Oh, it's kind of funny. They were sitting there screaming, "Let's get rid of him! Let's get rid of him!" And then when he put in a recommendation to dismiss the whole thing, oh, he's the best thing since sliced cheese.
Well,
And
okay.
now that
Well, because Paint Chips is still in, because he didn't get removed, he wasn't in the recommendation. He
right,
wanted to keep him in, so now that right there makes complete sense why he wants him out too.
uh-huh, uh-huh. When things didn't go all of their way, oh, now he's a bad guy again. He's just absolutely evil. Uh,
Right? That's crazy.
I don't know the judge. I don't care, about the judge in any way, good or bad. It doesn't matter to me. He can be the worst judge in the world, and it doesn't affect me whatsoever. But it does affect Jeremy Hells. Uh, so I think it's funny now that they're talking about how bad of a judge they're wanting him removed again. Good luck with that. Jeremy didn't get him removed. You're not going to get him removed. I don't.
Yeah, and Bubbles didn't get him removed because
Lisa didn't. I think Lisa filed one too, didn't she?
I don't think so. I think Bubbles did, and, that didn't go over well either, so, yeah, good luck with that.
Well, I think Hinkle's trying to groom Bolito into a decent judge, but in my opinion, with all the evidence that was shown to Hinkle, Hinkle should have removed him and let him take his lumps and use it as a learning experience. Because there for a little while, Hinkle had him doing his job. When Hinkle first said, "Look, we're going to keep him here. He's not going anywhere, but certain things come to me." Next thing you
Mhm.
know, Bolito was boom, boom, boom. He was working on stuff, and then he just stopped again.
Yeah, but we all have to remember that their docket doesn't just revolve around one case, it revolves around many cases, so I can understand, okay, it may take 2 weeks or 2.5 weeks to get back and file a motion, or maybe the the judicial assistant brings him in everything, and then he reviews it, and then he files the orders on the motions that he was brought in, and then they're filed to the appropriate cases. I don't know how any of that works.
Now Chucky come rolling in, still sick. Need me some baby chicken soup. Oh, what you got to say, Sharon? I still believe Bolito is very biased.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna throw the biased out there. I'm gonna say he's disinterested. He wants it to go away. He doesn't want to work for his paycheck. Uh, I don't think he likes anybody involved in it. Okay. But he is showing a lot of bias towards Jeremy. Yeah, he
Well,
is.
okay, if he doesn't show interest in it, and he's appearing one-sided, and he appears to be, uh, not believing what's going on, to me, he's not being an impartial judge slash magistrate.
Right. I can agree with that 100%.
So
Exactly. I don't think he's doing his job. But hey, that's just my opinion, and I'll sticking with it.
it's like, okay, well, then if you're not none of these things, then you need to quit stating these things because it gives the appearance of there's something that is not right. You
Right.
know, there's like, when you say certain things, it gives the appearance, okay, there's a little bit of mendacity going on. There's you're not being truthful and honest. You're stating your opinion, and yet you haven't even heard the case. You haven't heard the case. So there's something there.
Stacy, you're absolutely right. Definitely a learning moment for all involved. You are absolutely right. I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to pull up Rickles' little ditty that he did today. And that way it'll give you just a minute to go powder your nose if you need to, or grab something to drink.
Yeah.
It'll give us a few minutes. You guys cool with that? We're going to let you guys listen to Rickles' latest little song out there today. And then it'll give me and Dee a chance to fill up tea, powder some noses, maybe feed some chickens or something. Anyway, you guys listen to this, and we will be right back. Get this pulled up here. It's that one right there. It's this one right here. Bam. Now this is going to be a first one. I've never played anything over on Rumble before, so I don't know how this is particularly going to work out. Because I can't large screen this one like I usually do.
Oh, okay.
On YouTube, so it'll have the little side window there. Anyway, all right, guys, enjoy. Let me know if you hear it before you take off, D.
I will.
All rise for the court of making stuff up. Docket number 404. Logic not found. She opened up a browser with a grievance and a glare. Typed legal words that scare them and found a buffet there. Tortious malice, RICO, injunction, bad faith, fraud, and taped them all together and declared herself a prodigy of law. She said, this is litigation. No, that's caps lock with shoes. She said, I've done my research. No, you watched 3 angry views. Defamation, perjury, tortious interference, contempt, conspiracy, weaponized incoherence, discovery, damages, sanctions, motion pleading. She don't know what they mean, but she likes the way they're bleeding. Put the legal terms in a blender, hit puree and call it proof. Add a pinch of fake surrender, then scream it from the roof. Spin it till it sounds official, serve it foamy, loud and hot. When the facts are artificial, just accuse them of a plot. Her sidekick yells subpoena, live stream super chat. Then claim criminal damages while adjusting his tinfoil hat. Someone shouted hearsay at a screenshot of a meme, then cited feelings of everyone from a fever-powered dream. They mailed a greasy napkin marked attention, legal police. With Exhibit A, my vibes, and Exhibit B, increase. Bad faith, good cause, prima facie pudding. Cease and desist from basic understanding. Venue standing damages, motion to combust. Objection, speculation, response, because I must. Now the blender starts rattling with procedural confetti. The motor starts smoking, but the crowd gets petty. Ex parte mandamus, fresh judicata fries, corpus delicti cupcakes, equitable surprise. And they keep adding Latin like it upgrade the joke, then dump in treason because the picture still smoked. They say this proves conspiracy. No, it proves you own a phone. They say this proves harassment. No, it proves you typed alone. They say we know the system, then confuse appeal with trial. They say we've got exhibits. It's a meme folder named file. Defamation, perjury, tortious, RICO, interference, junction, contempt, conspiracy, disappearance, malice, discovery, deposition, objections, a stay. You have no actual position. The judge looks at the smoothie, the clerk begins to blink. The bailiff whispers softly, should we classify this drink? The whole room goes silent as the motor gives a sigh. All that legal terminology made a smoothie full of wine. So put the legal terms in a blender, but don't confuse it with the truth. A louder accusation doesn't grow a single tooth. You can garnish it with Latin, you can froth it up with rage, but nonsense wearing court shoes is still blender. Without evidence, sentence. Dictionary camp, civil procedure supervision, and no internet after 10 p.m.
If you like this content, then kindly hit like, subscribe, and share. Caesar commands it.
All right, all right, all right. Another fabulous.
In the morning.
Whoa, what the world? What's going on here? No, go back. Go back. I want you to go back. Well, I was going to go grab his link again, but it won't let me go back.
Oh my
Okay, well,
goodness.
I've got him somewhere down here. Matter of fact, I got to figure out if I'm pretty sure I'm following him. I need to if I'm not. Like I said, this dang it. Oh, there it is. Cool. I found it. All right. Let's go to Palomopicus here. We'll get his link. We'll post it in the chat. So if you guys are not following Palomopicus, which is Rickles over on Rumble, hey, you need to give him a follow. He's doing a good job over there. I like his content. Matter of fact, I'm going to follow him right now. I just posted Rickles' link in the chat. So if you guys don't mind, click the link, go over and check out Palomopicus. And right there we go. I just followed. So I am number 3. Oh, wow. He's only got 3 followers. He must have just started this not too long ago. So guys, let's help Palomopicus get his channel. Matter of fact, I'll just pull it up here real quick. All right. But as you guys can see, he's only got 2. I'm number 3 over here. Let me go ring the bell for instant, daily, or weekly. No, I want instant right there. So I have got all notifications set. I am follower number 3. So if you guys are not subscribed or following him on Rumble, you need to. Thank you, guys. All right, we'll get back to what we were talking about. What time is it? Oh, we got about 10 minutes.
Oh my goodness. I just went and made an Arnold Palmer, which is lemonade and sweet tea. Those are the bomb. I love those.
I didn't even think about that. Mama's, you know, I like my Milo tea, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mama's been drinking the Milo lemonade here lately.
Mm-hmm.
And they came out with a sugar-free Milo lemonade. I already drink the sugar-free Milo's tea. I wonder how that would taste poured in some of that lemonade.
Well, I just take and I put a quarter of the lemonade and then fill the rest of the glass up with tea, and it's good. Now, I do have pineapple juice, and sometimes I'll switch it out and I'll put pineapple juice and sweet tea, and it's good too.
All right, all right. I don't know if we're going to have time to read. I have my favorites over here because it's good, but it's long. Oh my goodness. Do you want to see if we got time to read it?
How long is it?
It's pretty long. It's pretty long. I'll bring it up on screen. I'll let you take a gander at it.
Okay.
And here, I'll just send you the link and let you take a gander at it.
All right.
And if you think it's too long that we can't get it through today, we might just wait. And today, okay, that means she'll have another one coming out today. We can read that tomorrow. But here's the link.
Okay.
I just put it in private chat. If you think it's too long, we'll just finish out the day chit-chatting with the audience. But I do like her work. I really do. It is fun. It brings a lighthearted tune to all the craziness that's going around, all the nastiness. That's why I like to read it. But you know, if you don't think we have time, we can skip it and do something tomorrow with it. Here I am putting you on the spot again, and I don't even know what we're going to do tomorrow yet. I haven't even done any research, so just forget what I said. We'll figure out something.
Yeah, that is lengthy.
Yes, it's pretty long. It's pretty long. And from what I understand, she only watches like 30 minutes or so of Lisa's stuff. So she comes up with all of this with just like 30, 45 minutes of listening. It's pretty funny. It's pretty funny. But yeah, that's a little long for today, I think. I think we'll wait. I'll because I've got a lot of stuff that I want to, I've got a lot of content sitting back here. I
Right.
just got to figure out what I want to do from day to day. Because there's some John and Lynette stuff that came out yesterday. Matter of fact, I can pull that up. I do have that. I do believe. Let me go get it. There were a couple of comments that were made on Lisa's chat last night. Oops, not that. That were pretty interesting. I'm going to go grab them real fast. Here we go. Now, these were sent to me by my sweetheart. Let's see.
Hi, Liz. How are you? That is true. The courts deal with new situations all the time. The internet's been around for 25 years, so they should have a clue how to approach this case. I hope Jeremy gets a constitutional attorney to work with Randy in Florida.
Ooh, that wasn't a okay. That wasn't a screenshot. That was on. Well, let me see here. I'll save it and I'll give this guy credit for who it belongs to. Oh, come on, Cooper. Get your head out of your butt. All right. Let's go see. Richard Dittmar. Yes. He shared this on one of the Facebook groups just last night, I think. Pretty sure. We go here, then we go here, then we go here. Where is it? Daily Show. Where did you go? Daily Show. And then we'll pull this up. All right. They had a couple of comments made by Crook and Lynette that were pretty interesting to say the least. All right. Share. All righty. We can talk about this. This is some pretty unhinged stuff. Okay. You got Michelle up here right out of the gate. Recording phone calls without permission is a felony. And I am going to have her charged. I'm working on that right now. Well, let's see. Nobody said that she recorded you, Lynette. Tug made it very clear last night that the transcripts that he was going off of were handwritten
Right.
by Tina. You got anything to say about it? Go ahead.
No, she was doing shorthand and basically memorializing, and Tina told her, I am memorializing this conversation.
Right.
And had LMNOP had any doubts about anything, she would have either disconnected the call or told her not to. So,
Well, the thing that gets me is she's already looks like a fool with all the law enforcement where she lives. Okay. Now she's going to walk up in there and accuse Tina of recording a phone call when it's clearly been stated she didn't record anything. She wrote it down. It's a totally different beast.
right.
So when law enforcement goes to Tina and says, hey, you're in trouble, and Tina whips out, I didn't record anything. This is my handwritten notes from the conversation. How aggravated you think law enforcement's going to be over that?
Mm-hmm.
So
Right.
go ahead, Lynette. Just make yourself look like much more of a fool. And then this is one right here that this is the kind of nastiness that comes out of these people. And you got Crook here. I wish somebody would do an interview with Tug's mother-in-law. I would love to know her opinion on how she felt about her child getting groomed by him.
Ouch.
Now, how many times do these fools not understand? You start making these kind of blanketed statements, you're referring to him being a PDF file or being a predator. do you realize how much trouble you can get in if you don't have any proof of this?
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Exactly.
I'm taking it as him doing a little too much listening to paint chips. That's the way I'm taking it. Because I mean, anytime you hear the adult boosts, that stuff, or the ARPAS stuff, or the PDF file stuff, it's always coming from these people.
Mm-hmm.
These people are always making these accusations,
Right.
but yet they claim to be on the side of truth and debunking lies. But yet here they are, literally calling a man a groomer with not one shred of evidence.
Right. That's not a good look there for Crook.
No, and I mean, he said the other day, he put up a post saying that where have Michelle and I repeatedly been saying this stuff? People have literally showed you the screenshots, you dumbass. I mean, it's that simple. This guy, he just doesn't know when to shut his mouth.
Mm-mm.
But that's the point I was trying to make is they make all of these wild accusations about people that follow Jeremy Hales, when in reality, they're the ones that are the disgusting morons that keep putting their foot in their mouth. They're the ones making all these unfounded accusations. See, you and I, we sit here and we talk and we discuss opinions. Okay. We're not stating facts. I've never called any of these people accusations like this ever. I don't know of anybody that has that follows
Crazy.
Jeremy. Have you?
No, it's just crazy.
Oh, you got screenshot this. Calling a man a predator is the worst kind of assumption or accusation you can make. I agree with you. Especially when you don't have evidence of it.
Even if, let's say, somebody took somebody to court over that accusation, okay? Even though it's found to be an untrue accusation, guess what? That label's going to follow that person just because.
Yep.
Just because
Yep.
of one accuser making a false accusation.
Now, how many times has his paramour accused him of these very things?
Plenty.
Numerous times. And trust me, if they want to see the actual stuff, we've got it. We've got every bit of it. We can show it at any time they want. But he literally lives with a woman that has called him these same vile things.
Exactly.
I don't get it. I mean, is she made of gold or something? Why do you keep her around? Are you scared you can't find anybody else? What's the deal? I mean, if a woman's going to publicly call me some of the most horrendous things in the world, I'm not having anything to do with that person.
I don't know why they're around each other. The plan was when she left Northport, she would be free of him. Am I wrong?
Yeah, that was her plan. But then again, you remember she wanted to sue Jeremy Hales just to get him to settle out the court and give her enough money to get rid of John. But see, they don't talk about this stuff. They don't talk about any of this stuff. All they ever want to talk about over there is how this little old couple raising this disabled child needs our help, when there are some of the most vile people that walk the planet.
Crazy.
It's insane. So,
really
Dee, what you
is.
got coming up here, girly girl?
Well, when at 2:00, I have my monthly meeting, and then from there, I don't know. I guess I'll be working, and I need to touch base with somebody, uh, and then pretty much my afternoon will be free from about 4 on.
You got to get to the post office here soon, too.
Yeah. So,
All right. Well, since you don't have anything coming up here anytime soon, You gotta keep us informed on that because I have to really push that for you.
Well, there's a okay, because there's, I guess you could say there's been a change in, there's been something has changed. So, I'll know more later in the week, but I do have to, take care of some business.
Gotcha. All righty. Well, I can't wait. I cannot wait till this stuff comes out. I know we've been promising it for a long time, guys, but hey, it's going to be worth the wait. Trust
There's
me.
there's there's, many changes instantly. So, every day there's something that's changing. So, once everything comes together, then it's gonna be one great big dump, I guess you could call it.
Right on, right on. It's gonna be interesting. All right, boys and girls. You guys all know we are on every morning, Monday through Friday, from 11 Eastern Standard Time to around 1 o'clock in the afternoon. D and I or me by myself doesn't matter. We're always out here, Monday through Friday. So thank you all for showing up and hanging out with D and I today. You guys have been amazing. And thank you all for the super chats, through the links. I'm going to read you guys off real quick right here. Thank you. I'm not going to say last names, but I am going to say first names if that's okay with you guys. All right. We've got Andrea. Thank you so much. Then we've got Janice. Thank you so much. And then we've got Ann. Thank you. Then we've got Michelle. Thank you. And then I've got a couple others. Denise. Thank you. Paula, thank you so much. You guys just make my day. Thank you all for your super chats. It's greatly appreciated. And with that being said, I think old D and I is pretty much going to say, Coop out.
Everyone have a great day.
Poof.